As I did the video that went up recently, the young man mentioned the term pair bonding. And I wanted to address that because in their mind, these guys that are in the quote manosphere, their idea of a woman being incapable of pair bonding associates to how many men she's been in physical relationships before. They think that the more lovers a woman has had, the less likely she is to pair bond because she's had emotional attachment to these guys in their minds. Because they believe that a woman won't sleep with a man unless she loves him. Now, we all know that's a joke. I don't know where they got that from. We're going to sleep with you because we like what you look like, because you hot. I mean, whatever, because we want to. We're horny just like you. I don't know why these guys think that women have these like separate state of emotional needs. Those women who believe that have been socialized to believe that. But women enjoy sex more than men do, as long as it's good, because we are the ones who are built for repetitive pleasure in it, and we don't have to be in estrus like animals do in order to mate. We can mate any day, anytime, anywhere. Okay, so let's go back to this pair bonding thing. Now, they feel like, if you have other relationships that you can't, quote, pair bond. I also listened to a video where they were talking about how men must have a lot of different lovers in order to desensitize themselves against a woman's beauty and to not bond with her, and for her to be able to use their resources and protective instincts and provider instincts. I mean, there's a lot of fear associated with men. It's just kind of unbelievable. I guess I didn't really realize it until I started doing this research, how freaking scary they are of women. So their fear is manifested as anger and rage and hatred almost, because they are terrified of the power that you hold over them. That's what this is. It's becoming very evident to me the more I look at their videos and listen to what they have to say. These guys are scared shitless of women. So they feel like, well, you can't pair bond with me, which means in their mind, bond with them forever. But when you look at pair bond, okay, forget the scientific one, which is, there's several different versions of pair bonding, scientific, electronic, all the stuff. We're talking about the human relationship, animal relationship version of it. So there's basically two types of pair bonds for animals and humans. There's the lifelong bond, and then the second one is serial monogamy. Most human beings fall into category number 2. Now, for men, when a woman wants to find a mate, what she's looking for is someone who expresses and exhibits to her that he has the ability to make his genes survive well into the next generation. That means he's a provider. That means that the genes that he presents to her are healthy and strong. He's healthy and strong. He's tall. He looks good. He doesn't have a lot of genetic defects. He's a healthy specimen. These kind of things. That's what a woman is looking for. He's to view a man as the most fit mating partner. Now, what these guys expect, I don't know, it was kind of amazing to me when I listened to all these videos, but they expect that because they like you, that you're going to bond with them forever. And it doesn't work like that. I mean, regardless of the species, if you want monogamy, that tends to come out of a situation of scarcity. When food is scarce and water is scarce and land upon which to hunt for food is scarce, and the predators that will kill you and your young are plentiful. That is when when animals tend to pair bond and stay monogamous, because it ensures the protection and provision for their young. In this current economic climate, this is what men should be doing, because there's no money. Everything is so unstable. But is that what they're doing? They drop babies and jet. So for you to talk about pair bonding in the way that you and your brethren behave towards your women and children is crazy. You're only looking at the part what you want from a woman. You're not looking at your obligations, which is historical and genetic and socially mandated for the survival of the species. You're not doing your part. So for you to demand that a woman pair bond with you under the way that you behave towards women and towards children is ridiculous, and y'all need to check yourselves. So let's move on and talk about monogamy. There's three kinds, and actually it's very rare amongst mammals, which is what we are. We're not reptiles, we're not mollusks, we're not birds, we're not these other types of life forms that have different mating rituals. Mammals, which are humans, have live which are born young, and even like I said, amongst mammals, being monogamous is rather rare. So we have three types of pairings that are typical. There's polygyny, where the man has more than one female mate. That tends to be the most common worldwide. Probably about 85% of cultures promote that kind of mentality. Then there's polyandry, which women have more than one man. There's some cultures that are like that, but they're pretty much in the minority. And then there's something called polygynandry, which I don't remember the definition of right now. But anyway, so there's three, types of behaviors that you can have in a relationship. But humans evolved their relationship status because there's a need, as far as we started establishing laws and inheritance and buying property and having things like that. They needed to have a way to make sure that the people that they passed along their wealth and land and things to were actually connected to them genetically. So they created, marriage and laws and all the stuff that goes with it, wills and things like that. But when you look at what benefits that humans have for monogamy, it includes things like romance, their intimacy needs, romance and attachment, and of course sex, and exclusivity and friendship and security and stability. All of those things are a part of a monogamous relationship for humans. So these men that want that from women but aren't willing to offer it, what are you talking about? What are you doing? You guys want to do everything that you want to do, but you want to berate women for not giving it to you in return. It's like you want to just go out and be buck wild and talk about, well, it's our nature. It's, to spread our seed and to do this and that. But you want women to pair bond with you. A woman can't pair bond if there's no pair. There's the part what? How does this even work? Are these guys like crazy? I mean, I'm looking at this. It's like, do you not understand what a pair means? That means you got to be on the same page as two people. So when you have you don't have any attachment, you don't have security, you don't have the continuity which exclusive monogamous relationships offer, then we as human beings are very limited in how we can create healthy relationships, healthy romances, even healthy friendships that are, emotionally intimate and enriching in that way. So when you look at it, what it basically means is that men are going to be required to change. If you want this kind of stuff from women, dudes, you need to change. You need to change how you think, and you need to change how you behave towards women, and you need to change how you behave towards the children that you create. There's no reason in this world for a woman to, quote, pair bond with you unless you are going to offer her that in return. Every video that I watched, it was a one-sided thing. They wanted women to give that to them, but they were all talking about how they were going to be separate and how women aren't this and women ain't that, and it doesn't make sense to be in a relationship with a woman, blah, blah, blah. But then you turn around and you demand this pair bonding. I'm telling you, ladies, I was so confused. Like, what is it that you really want? What is it that you really think? There's no way to know because they're all over the place with their thinking and with the stuff that they're saying from video to video, even on the same channel by the same host. They change what they're saying. So I'm a repeat. Women, love yourselves. Focus on your goals. Focus on what you need in a relationship to feel secure, to feel happy, to feel comfortable, and to feel like this is someone that you can attach to and he's going to attach to you right back. If you have any doubts that this is that guy, you're crying. You're wondering where he is, what he's doing. He's making promises, he's not keeping them. He's disappearing, you can't find him. Those are clues that this is a dude who's not into this pair bonding mode, and you're bonding to someone who's not making you a priority, and he's not going to bond back. So please stop this. This is Deb Cooper from survivingdating.com. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.